San Bernardino County, State of New California Notice to all Californians. Chapter 2, Grievance number 26. New California is a new state in development, exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Section 3, and Section 4 of the United States Constitution. The Statement of Intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state, provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter it or abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object, that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. The preamble of the New California State Constitution states, "We, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity." Grievance number 26, the Declaration of Grievances, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a mono-party system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government violates the following: the United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States Constitution, Article 6. The First Amendment, the Eighth Amendment, and the 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution. Order of the day: stop one-man rule. We, the people of the United Counties of New California, seek the removal of the California State Governor. We are determined to stop the one-man rule of a craven dictator whose words and actions are a grave danger to all U.S. citizens living in California. California is in its 8th month of the dictator's ordered lockdown under COVID-19 pandemic with no apparent end in sight. In addition to sweeping guidance documents that close schools and shutter businesses, Governor Gavin Newsom has issued 55 executive orders that span 15 different California codes and change over 1,400 state laws. Now the California courts will have their say. On October 21, 2020, in the case of Gallagher and Kiley versus Newsom, 2 California Assembly members will be challenging at trial the legality of the California governor's one-man rule. The trial comes after an October 7, 2020 hearing in which the judge denied each side's pleading. The governor filed a motion for judgment on the pleadings based on mootness. Gallagher and Kiley filed a motion for judgment on the pleadings asking for an order restraining further abuses of power. From Gallagher and Kiley's pleading, the governor's discombobulation is clear from the cynical, bizarre, irrelevant, and misleading arguments he made in his 20-page opposition brief filed on Monday. Scare tactics. He claims our lawsuits threaten to throw into chaos current efforts to combat the wildfires now burning across the state. Dishonesty. Repeatedly, his brief selectively quotes provisions of California law, editing out legal limitations on his own power in hopes that the court won't notice. Diversions. He devotes much of the brief to refuting the legal theory we didn't even advance. Lawlessness. He describes separation of powers as flexible and pragmatic, some airy-fairy theory where anything goes, so that he can claim a roving one-man lawmaking authority that is foreign to the Constitution and Republican government itself. Our opening brief warned of the dangers of an extended state of emergency, with the governor apt to fall into the habit of acting unilaterally, even for non-emergency purposes. As if to prove the point, on September 24th, Governor Newsom issued unilateral executive order banning gas-powered vehicles by 2035. In the order, he did not cite the Emergency Services Act, a chilling sign that 7 months into this emergency, lawmaking by decree has become normalized. The time for a judicial check has arrived, as has already occurred in numerous other states. That's because this case is not about one particular law, but the rule of law. Not about rectifying a single violation of the Constitution, but redeeming the whole document. Gallagher and Kiley are asking the court for two things. One, a judgment that the executive order so issued is null and void, and two, a court order stopping the governor from further exercising any legislative powers in violation of the California Constitution. Kiley and Gallagher argue that California's Constitution has an explicit separation of powers provision, which Governor Newsom has violated. A California governor is constitutionally forbidden from doing the very thing Governor Newsom has done here, exercising legislative powers. Governor Newsom's executive order to create an all vote-by-mail election suspends and substantively changes California's election law. Governor Newsom contends that the order fits comfortably within the governor's broad grant of authority under the Emergency Services Act. Today, the California governor is a craven dictator whose words and actions are a grave danger to all U.S. citizens living in California, while the state continues to operate outside the authorities of the U.S. Constitution. For new Californians, it is our God-given right, it is our duty to protect our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, and our Bill of Rights with all means necessary from a craven dictator. New Californians will not comply. We request the President of the United States to act immediately to remedy these abuses by the California state and declare a state of insurrection exists in California. The government of California, the current socialist governor/dictator and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. The California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive, instituted wherever the current socialist governor/dictator has usurped power, has actively engaged in acts of secession, and have created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California, with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus to destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor/dictator of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the citizens of the United States living in California State. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 or the Emergency Economic Powers Act to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. Thank you very much.